Hello everybody, it's Lee with the Turquoise Valentine, and here we are again tonight with another bag charm. If you're watching on YouTube, you're here because you have purchased my kit, or you just stumbled upon my video and you're watching. So thank you for watching. You can fast forward through the part of me saying hello to everybody. So we're going to do this tonight. Super cute bag charm. Another bag charm night. Y'all, come on in. I'm making the phone bounce all around with this stand. It's hard working with this phone, like right on your shoulder. It's pretty much on my shoulder. Y'all, come on in. Hello, everybody. We are going to make this tonight. How cute is this? Super cute. Hello, Barb. Hello, Tammy. Oh, I need my spectacles so I can see. Hey, Tammy. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Carol. Let me go over here for a second. And, alrighty, it's there. Yay. Let me find myself on my phone over here. Hello, Darcel. Hello, everybody. Let me find myself and the thing. Let's see. Hold on. Let's find. I got to find y'all so I won't have to be looking up in my phone all the time. Here we are. Yay, y'all come on in. We are doing another bag charm. Hey, Molly and Jody and Chris and Kim, Darian and Lynn and Tanya and Danielle. Hello, everybody. We are doing another one of these tonight. I'm going to try to do one of these every week for the next few weeks, at least till the end of November. It'll probably be more than that. Yay, you got 2 trees. I bought 3 today, Chris. Mine had them, so I did. I went in there today because, my doctor's office was right there. So anyway, so we're going to put this kit together. I'm going to show you how it is put together, and you will have this video will go on YouTube. If you purchase this kit, you will get a Q code that takes you on the kit that takes you straight to the video so you can watch it again, because Facebook only keeps it a month. So that's where all my videos live. This is available for the kit. Now the kit looks like this. You get this and you'll get some wire. This is what you get in the kit. Believe it or not, all of this goodness is in this little bitty bag and this wire. Hey, Norma. It's in my shop. It is in the Christmas section and the miscellaneous section. So whichever one you go to, that's where it is. Let me get y'all. I got my stuff up here. We're going to do this. I'm just going to say hello to everybody. Hey, Kathy. Hello, Mary. Thank you, Danielle. Hello, Jill. I got my official Christmas cup, my Swig Christmas cup out and drinking out of it. I am ready. My tree is not up yet, but it's going to be there this weekend. I think it's going to be this weekend. Hey, Claudia. Y'all come on in. We're going to do this. Another one. This is a different one than the other one. And like I said, they're limited amounts. I do have more this time than I did last time. So hopefully it's enough for everybody that wants one. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Nina. But once it's sold out, there will be no more, because I only have, so many of these beads, whatever, to make that many kits. So, yay. Awesome, Kathy. Hey, Barb. So y'all come on in and we're going to get started on this. I got my other phone over here. I'm looking at comments over there so I can look up and do that. You just bought the trees from Target yesterday. Got the 3 there was in a Santa Fe. Ooh, a Santa Fe. I was right at Target yesterday and I didn't even go in there. So, oh wow. Huh. This is a bag charm. So this is another charm you can hang off your rearview mirror. You can hang anywhere you want to. You can hang it off your purse. This little clip is like a little carabiner thing, and you clip it on. Like, these are all the rage right now, bag charms, and it's a Christmas one. It has a Santa here. Hello, Colleen. Hey, Jane. So this, I'm going to assemble it live so you'll know how to do yours when you get your kit. So the kit looks like this. Okay. I have curated this for you, and like people are making these, and you can go to Etsy, you can buy these already made. I haven't seen anywhere that's making kits for these, so I've curated all of these pieces for you to make your own, and they're all in this bag and this piece of wire. So we are going to, yay, Karen, yay, Marcia, you got one, Marcia. I can't talk, y'all. Hey, Nancy. But anyway, so instead of you going out and buying these and these and this and this and that and this and that and this and this and all these things, then I've already curated it for you. Here's the kit. You do it. You can get them as gifts. You can sit around with your girlfriends, your daughters, your neighbors, whoever. Uh-oh, Claudia, you haven't received that one? Okay, message me, Claudia, so I won't forget. And, so I will be sure to check on that. Okay, Carolyn put her tree up last weekend. Y'all come on in, and we're going to do this. You painted your bookcase set today. I want to paint one. I'm going to do one. I haven't yet, but so anyway, so this is what we're about to do. This is the example. So when I get done, I will have two. I sold the other one that I did. I had two of those because, you know, I had one to start with, and then I have to make one live with y'all, so I end up having two, and I sold it on Whatnot the other night. I think Miss Rhonda got it. She was so excited. Okay, so here's my little bead board. The bead board is in my shop too. It comes not assembled, and you can paint it. You can put felt down, whatever you want to do to put your bead board together. I put felt simply because, let me pull this cloth, simply because it just keeps the beads from rolling around. They just kind of stop, and, you know, kind of like a pool table if you think about it. Okay, so we're going to start with this. So let me put all of this goodness up here and kind of get my little stuff sorted out so y'all can tell what's happening. But yeah, I made a lot more this time because I knew the last time they sold out, and I still have people asking me for it. So I just made more this time. Okay, so let me get, these are little stars. They are actually jump rings. Y'all know what jump rings are? We talked about that last time. So they are actually, that's where you open them. So they are actually big jump rings, which is pretty cool. So I'm just trying to get my little organization. You have 6 of those. Hey, Tammy. Hello, Donna. Hello, Cecilia. Hey, Sharon. Let me get my little piece of paper up here so people coming on will be like, what in the world is happening? And who is this? So that's why that's up there. And there we are. Okay, so I'm just trying to organize my little, all my goodies up here. Here's Mr. Santa. Let's put him up here. And my pins, I'll just leave them down here. And all of these beads. Okay, so you have all this goodness. And when you open this, please open it over something like a towel or something, because there's little bitty pieces. And when I say little bitty, these are crimp beads. You only need one with this kit, and you have more than one, okay? Because I give you plenty enough, and if you got the last kit, you know I give you plenty. You have pieces left to spare, okay? Because I don't want you to drop something and you only have one of these, and you have one and you drop it and it rolls across the floor and you can't find it. I've been there. So anyway, so this is available in my shop. This kit, it looks like this if you're just hopping on. So I was going to try to lay this down where y'all could see it the whole time. But, all right, let me flop this over. Okay. This is what it's going to look like. This bunch of cute goodness. So you can hang it off whatever you want to. People do it off their purses, their bags, their bog bags. You know, all the fun things, just to kind of spruce things up a little bit. And that's all the rage right now. Okay, so we're going to start. We're going to actually, last time we went down the chain and we made all the things. Hello, Missy. So I'm going to start with this piece right here. This is the middle piece, and it is on a piece of jewelry wire, okay? So we're going to start assembling this right here. Now, when I put, see these little seed beads up here at the top? When I put these kits together, I just take a whole pinch of them and put them in your bag. And so you may have different colored greens. It'll be the same, but there's a mix. So you kind of get, you might get more colors than this. You know, it's just different greens together. All right, so we're going to do this right here. So you have a piece of wire. You're going to get a bag with a piece of wire. It's a 12-inch piece of wire. Dorothy cut all of these pieces of wire. I sat in my chair in my living room, and I put all these kits together. Y'all saw me that one picture that one time. Okay, so this is tiger tail wire. It is like coated with a coating, so it's real smooth wire. It's not the wire like you bend it and it stays that way. This is jewelry wire, okay? So yes, it is underneath the miscellaneous or the Christmas. It's under both. I put it under both, so it should be there. Okay, if it says coming soon, that means it's sold out, but I would certainly think it wouldn't be sold out yet because I've got a lot. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to take your wire. You have more than enough to do this piece with, okay? So you're going to take your wire, and at the end of the wire, we have this little seed bead. And what that does is it keeps these beads from sliding off. All right, where's that? Why? Hold on a minute, y'all. Is it missing something? Maybe it's not. Maybe I did. Hold on, I got to look and see. Because now I'm going to have to go check all my kits. One of those, two of those. Okay, I know what I did. I see what I did. Okay, so this bead down here, this kit has, why does it have that? Anyway, we're going to do this metallic bead for it. But before we do that, we've got to put on this bead here. Hang on 1 second, y'all. Let me get this, because now I'm going to have to go check all these kits, because this one doesn't have that. Hold on. But I have them, so I can just go and drop 2 in every bag. It's not a big deal. Okay. There we go. All right. So, here's our wire. Okay, here's a wire. All right, so we're going to take one of these seed beads. Now, you can use green, you can use clear, you can use the red, and you're going to put it on the wire like this, okay? So it goes down like this. All right, so that is going to keep everything else on here from sliding off. So you see how it looks. Let me turn it where you can see, if I can get it to turn like I want to. So the wire goes through the bead. So now all of these other beads, we're going to put both. So I put that one on the wire. Okay, so now we're going to take these two together, and we're going to put both of the wires through this bead right here. And then we're going to slide it all the way down to that bead, okay? So now we can start building our little thing. So we got the peppermint bead, that cute. And then we've got a spacer right here, this little, let me move this up a little. This little silver diamond looking, it's got little rhinestones in it. So I got to go up here and find it. And we got that. Okay. So now we've got to get a Santa. And the Santas are different. Like that face is a little different than this one. But they're still little Santas. Okay. So then we're going to slide him on. Like that. Okay. And let's look up here and see what we got. Okay, now we got one of these little crystals. So you get these little, let me put it on here so I can show you without my fingers being in the way. It's like a little crystal bead like that. That's next. And then this fancy bead. So you only have one of those, and they're different in every set. So they're not going to be exactly like this one. They're going to be different, okay? And then after that, we've got another one of those little rhinestone spacers. You know, I love doing this kind of stuff because this used to be my wheelhouse. I used to make jewelry all the time and do bead parties. All right, next is this little bead. And you're going to put it on like that. Now, if you want to change it out for something else, like, you know, you have more of these and you have, you know, these. Oh, I got to plug in my phone, y'all. It's going to die. I forgot. So you can switch out. Hold on. Let me plug y'all in. All right, please work. Why is it not charging? Hold on. My phone's not charging. I got 17%. It's not going to make it. Hold on. Why is it not charging? Come on. Why are you not charging? What does this brown cord go to? What does that go to? Well, that. That's okay. I don't need it. I gotta have my phone though. Got to have the phone. Don't need that light. All right, is it charging? No. Y'all, hold on one second. There it goes. Okay. Just took me holding my mouth right. All right. Sorry. Okay. All right. So now back to where I was. So you can swap out if you want to put this here instead of this. You can swap out your beads however you want to do it. Okay. So here I can. Well, I would pin that, but it would take up the whole screen. Thank you, Darla, but it would take up the whole screen. All right. So there's this. All right, so let me look up here and see what's next. We got to do this, another one of these peppermints. So we're going to put the peppermint next, that bead. And then we're up at the top, and we've got 2 seed beads. So like I said, it could be red, it could be green. Doesn't matter whatever color you want to do, because you're going to have a little bit of both in your, let's do green. You're going to have both in your kit. Hey, Barb. So I'm going to put that on. So see how we got this. Okay. And, oh, I'll just be funny and put a red one. Okay. So now we have all of that. So this is this piece. We have it all done. So it looks like pretty much the same, except for there's a little bit of difference in some of them. Okay. So now we have to get it on this split ring, okay? A split ring is not a jump ring. A split ring is like a little bitty keychain. It's double. Y'all see it? Looks like a little tiny key ring. All right, so we're going to put it on like this. Then you're going to get one of these tube crimp beads. They are tiny. You're going to have several in your bag, and that's because I didn't want one to roll off on the floor. Yay, Sheila. And you lose it, and you wouldn't have enough, okay? So I just sprinkled some in your bag. So like this kit's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's got 4. So you have more than enough to finish this kit. Because I know stuff can go a-rolling, and you got to find it. All right, so now we're going to put the crimp bead on like this, okay? Here's my split ring. Let me get it up here. Come on. Work with me now. My fingers have got to work right. Okay. Get up there. Oh, it's okay, Vicky. You're fine. Okay. So here is this. There's my tube, my crimp tube, and here's this. So now we're going to take this end of this, and we're going to go through the crimp bead, through the crimp right there. And I'm going to go through that first seed bead. Okay, so see, there's the end of my wire. So y'all can get a look at how that looks. And then I'm going to take my little flat nose pliers. I'm going to grab that. And I'm going to pull it, okay? So now we got all this slack here. So I pulled mine down because you want it nice and snug, okay? And then you're going to pull it until you're just pulling this down, and then you're pulling this at the same time. So you're getting that little loop smaller and smaller. So you want to pull this down to make sure it's all nice and snug. And then I pull some more. So this is how you make bracelets, guys. This is the same way except you wouldn't put this on the end. I will do bracelets one day. I'm going to do some bracelets. Because I know y'all want to know, because some of y'all have asked. Okay, so see, I just keep pulling this down with my fingernail, and then I just pull until I get that little loop small, okay? Now, once I get it where I want it, I'm going to come right here with my flat pliers, and I'm going to get on that crimp bead right there, and I'm just going to mash it. So now, it's there. It's not going anywhere. And then I'll come in here and take my, I'll use my brand new little baby cutters. I'm going to take my little cutting tool, your cutters, and I'm going to cut that wire. Okay, now we're done with that. You can throw that away. Or you can use your cutters, whichever ones you want to do. Now, then I like to try to take this wire, and we're going to try to fish it down back through this seed bead and hide it. We're going to hide the tail. Sometimes you have to hold your mouth right. I'm not going to lie to you. And sit there and maneuver it and try to get it down into that bead. Come on. Let me try with these. I might can do it better or not. Oh, no, because you're in Canada. Okay, well, Trudy, it will be up on YouTube, because I'll have to put Q codes on everything. Okay, I got one in there. I'll have to put Q codes on everything, so I have to put it up on YouTube, like, tomorrow. Okay. So when you get your kit, you can re-watch it. Okay, hang on, y'all. Like I said, sometimes you have to hold your mouth right to get that down in there. But I want to hide it because I don't want it poking you or whatever. So let me grab it. I'm getting it this time. Okay, y'all see? And you just kind of push it down in there. And now I've hit it. It's all down in there. Okay, so there's the first piece. So now we have this piece right here. Yay! We're a third of the way there. So now we're going to make these. So let's make this one. So this is going to be this little star, these stars. And then it has a tree. Now everybody's tree is different. Like this one in this kit was green. There are white ones, green ones, and red trees. So everybody's tree, you know, some people are red, some people are green, some people are white. All right, so first of all, we're going to make our little, let me move y'all down just a little this way. There we go. We're going to make these two little baubles that are hanging off of here. We're going to make those, okay? So I'm going to make this one first. So that's where your the little bitty pins come into play. Thank you, Nita. I've done this. I used to do this for a living. Well, not really a living, but as a side job long time ago. Okay, so you have these little bitty pins. You need 4, but you have more than 4 in your kit. Okay, so you're going to take that. We're going to put a seed bead on it. It already has a ball at the end, so we don't have to worry about our stuff sliding off, okay? So see, it stays on. So there I put me a little seed bead on there. You can do whatever color. You're going to have clear, green, and red. And then you're going to take this cute little bow, and we're going to slide it on there. So it's going to look like this. That bow is tiny. Y'all see my fingernail. Y'all know how little it is. It's so cute. Okay, so we're going to put that on. And the next thing we need is a crystal. Or you could put a seed bead. It's whatever you want. Okay, here's the little crystal. It's whatever you want. It's like a bicone shape. So y'all can see it there. Okay. Hey, Judy. All right, so now I showed y'all the last time how we're going to curl this because we got to make it to where it has a loop to go on this star, okay? So I'm going to hold mine. Okay, I got my hand like this. I showed y'all last time. I have my hand facing up, holding my pliers. I'm going to put it back into my little round nose pliers tools a little bit because I want it big enough to go over that star, that wire in the star. Okay, so let me get it. So you're going to get it right there in your pliers. right there. And whoop, like I went a little too far up. And then you're just, hold on. Trying to get the very end of it. Okay. And then you're going to just roll your wrist over. And then you're going to release your pliers and just roll your wrist back. And then roll it again. And so you just keep rolling like that. And then you're going to come right here. You're going to mash your little coil together. And you have a little loop. Okay? Yay, Lisa, thank you. So there's your loop. So it's going to go on there. All right, so we made that one. Now we're going to make this little thing. Okay, so we need another little baby pin. Because you have long pins in your kit too. Okay, we're going to use them in a minute for something else. So you have these little pins. Has a ball on it. We're going to make this one. So you have this sparkly thing. And like I said, you can switch these beads out if you want to. Like, instead of that one, you could use this one. You know, it's whatever you want to do. Okay, so, whoop, drop my little pin here. Okay, so we're going to put a seed bead, the sparkly one, and another seed bead. So let's do, I'm going to go opposite. Let's do red on the bottom. Hey, Brenda. And then we do the sparkly one like this. Okay, like that. It's got fuzz on it. And then we're going to grab a green. Well, I don't like, let's do this green. Okay, so fuzz. Okay, so there it is. So we're going to do the same thing. So here's what I do. I kind of put it right there on my finger. And I'm holding it like this. So I'm kind of pushing the beads down at the same time, okay, while I'm holding it. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to kind of go up a little bit in your tool, in your pliers, and you're going to just turn your wrist, release your pliers, move your pliers back to that position, and you're just going to roll until you hit that bead. And then you're going to have a little pigtail looking curly thing. And then you just kind of mash it together. And so now you have this little baby loop right here. Okay, so now we have our two little bobbles, okay, and let's see, what we got to have? We got to have those two little bobbles, the bow, and this little thing, and then we're going to have this. So this is going to take a big pin, because the little pins are small, and it wouldn't be long enough. Okay, so you're going to get your big pin. And it has a crystal at the bottom. So we're going to put, or whatever you want to put at the bottom. I'm putting a little crystal. Okay. And then you're going to find your tree. Okay, here's my tree. Like that. Everybody's tree's different. Some are white, some are red, some are green. Okay, so there's the tree. And then we're going to put one of these silver balls up here. Now, if you wanted to throw in, you know, we could put a seed bead in here or two or something. You could, because you're going to have way more than you need. Because I just sprinkle them in the bag because I'm not going to sit there and count out, oh, there's 15 seed beads. Even though I do know how many you need, I put way more than that. Trust me when I'm not going to sit there and count all that. Okay. So we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to roll us a little loop, but it doesn't need to be this long, okay? So I'm going to get my little cutter pliers that look like this. I have these little tiny ones that look like this, but they're new. I just got them. Anyway, so I put my thumb down here, and I kind of hold it, I'm pushing this down because I don't want it to be long, you know, want it to be tight down there so I know exactly how much to cut off. And so I'm thinking I'm going to leave about, I don't know, that's maybe a little more than ½ inch. And I'm going to cut this wire. Hold on. Okay. So I'm cutting that off. Okay. So there we have that. So now I'm going to take my pliers again. And I'm going to put it right there. And this wire or thing is a lot more dense or harder to turn than the other one. So like I said, I hold it with my fingers and I'm just gripping it and I'm rolling that down until it hits. Yay, Linda, they're going to be so cute. You just keep rolling until it hits that bead, okay? So basically you don't have any slack, okay? So let me straighten that up, and I really don't need to mash them together, but I am. And I'm going to mash the end of that wire right there just so it doesn't stick nobody. There we go. So that's what we got. So now we've got our 3 little baubles that are going to go on this one. So now we've got to get our stars. And our star, we got to have our stars, and we got to have that. Another split ring, okay? So one's going to hang on the top one, one's going to hang on the second one, and then the tree's going to hang on the bottom. You could do it however you want to do it. So we got 3 stars. You should have 6. And if you get a kit and you're missing something, message me or email me, and I will be glad to drop 1 star or whatever it is in the mail and send it to you. If you're missing something that you essentially need. I want a beadboard, but I already got excited and hurried. Mark, if you order something and then you turn around and order something right again, if you order within 24 hours, I'll refund the shipping on the second one. It's not a big deal. I do it all the time. Yay, Sue, thank you. Okay, so we're going to get these on here, but we got to find, here's our split ring. You should have 3. They look like little bitty key rings. My beadboard shouldn't be, but let me look and see. It could be, but that don't mean I didn't look at it before I came on here. But let me go. Hold on, because I can add some. Oh, yes, they are. Hold on, I'll add some. Okay, I just added some. I can cut some. Those aren't a big deal. All right, let me get back to Facebook where I was. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. But yeah, if you order 2 orders, I'll always refund the shipping. I try to. But if, and it takes maybe a day or 2 for you to get it back, but I do refund you the shipping. Okay. So now we're going to take our star, and you look really close at the star, and you can see there's our 2 wires where it comes together, because this is a jump ring. So it's not solid all the way around. It does have a gap. Vicki, I hope I do too, because I made a lot this time. Okay, so you're going to get your pliers. Remember, I showed you about a jump ring. You're not going to want to pull apart. You're going to want to push one side and pull the other. Like this, okay? So the first one, we got to have this. And then we've got to have, I think it's either one of these little baubles. I'm going to put this one on. So we got to have one of these. Let me do something right here. See where that wire sticking out right there? I'm going to take my flat pliers and I'm going to try my best to mash it so it doesn't stick anything. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I'm going to get my star back again. Whoop, lost my thing. And then I'm going to put this on here. Go on there. Okay, so see, you have to make that loop on that thing big enough to go, because these are kind of thick, okay? Yay, thank you, Donna. Okay, so now you're going to want to close. We can't close it up yet because we got to put our next star on there. So we're going to put this star on there too. So you've got the split ring, you've got your little bauble, and then you've got another star. So we're going to grab my pliers again. Oh no, is it buffering? I hope it's not buffering for everybody. And then you are going to pull these 2 together, and I kind of push while I'm pulling them together, because you want it to close where you don't have a gap where your stuff's going to fall off. Yeah, I just added them, Donna, really quickly. I did. Okay, so now we have this. All right, so now this one is in the same spot. we're going to grab our pliers again. I push with my left and pull forward with my right, so it opens it like this. Okay? We're going to put another star, and we're going to put our other little bobble. Let me get a hold of it and get it on there. So, like that. Okay? So, we got a star and that. Okay, that's right. Making sure that was it. It's a new kit, Linda. Yes, it's in my shop. In the Christmas and miscellaneous. It's in both. Okay, so now I have... Let me get my little ring and I'll hold it and show it to y'all. So this is what we have now. Look, it makes a nice, cute little chain. So now on the last star that we just added, we're going to open it up. Oop. After I get a good grip on it, we are. There we go. And you're going to push and pull. And then we're going to take our little, oh, here it is. Our tree, the one that we made with the pin. And we're going to put it on. Like that. Yeah, Vicky, you will. And it's okay. That's what, I mean, that's why I'm doing the video, and that's why it's going to be on YouTube. When you get your kit, you're going to have a sticker with a Q code on it, and if you take a picture of that Q code with your, or put your camera from your phone on it, it will take you straight to that video. Technology's nice. Hey, Mandy. Hello, hello, my friend. Okay, so now we have our first little star. So we have this. And we have this. So we're over halfway. Look at there. Look how cute. Look how cute. Okay. So I'm going to put that there. Y'all, I was going to tell y'all, since Mandy is in the comments, Mandy makes the cutest little hats for all of her little, the seasons. She makes Santa hats and snowman hats. Well, she is doing a workshop, a $10 workshop to teach you how to, she makes her Santa hats. They're really cute. Y'all should gotta see them. So go to Western Grace Home Decor and you can see her little hats. And she's doing a workshop and they're so cute. I'm the bestie and I don't even know how to make it. So I'm anxious to learn how to make her hats. It's an ancient Chinese secret. Hey, Harriet. You can always watch. So anyway, there's Mandy right there, and she's in the comments, and you can see. But she's, thank you, Mandy. She's doing her little workshop. It's the 1st of December, I think. So you got time, but, you know, go check it out when you get a minute. Okay, so now we're going to work on our next set of stars. So we got 3 stars. Whoops. Okay, so I need that. And we're going to make these 2 little baubles right here. So like I said, you can configure your little baubles however you want to do it, because you've got so many little extra pieces. When I get finished, you're going to see, oh gosh, I got a lot of little pieces left. All right, so we're going to make this one with a little baby pin. Again, the tiny pins with the ball on it. So, no, the first kit sold out, so this is the one. Oh, yes. This is the only one available. So, like, once these kits sell out, I won't redo the kits, if that makes any sense. Because, like, this one, there's a lot of them. And so, there should be plenty. But, like, next week, I'll show y'all another kit. You know, that kind of thing. Okay. So, there's your little ball pen. So, now I'm going to see what we need. Okay, we need this little green pearl, and if it does what it just did with that one, then you just need to take you a little seed bead somewhere and one of these beads, because some of the holes are different sizes. Put your little seed bead on there. You put your little green bead. Now we're going to need a little crystal. That seed bead may make it too long. If it does, we'll just improvise. And now we need this tiniest little bow that you have ever seen. Hello, Sherry. Look at that tiniest bow you've ever seen. I mean, it's little. So we got the crystal, the green, and I have a seed bead. See, this one didn't need a seed bead for whatever reason. I don't know why. I guess the hole's smaller. And I may not be able to get it on there. What in the world? Okay, hold on. Never mind. Let me back up. Let me start again. We're not using this pen. We're supposed to be using a big pen. That's why I got a problem. Okay, let me start again. So scratch the last minute and a half. T90 bows. They are T90 bows. Okay, get the big pen. That's why, because the ball's bigger. It's not going to go on there. But you know, I think I'm going to put that red back on there just because. Okay. So anyway, there's that. Now let me put my crystal back on. No wonder I was running out of space. There's my little bitty tiny little crystal. There it is. And then the little bitty itty titty tiny T90 little bow. There it is. And we got a red metallic bead. Put that on there. Like that. And a seed bead. So let me grab this one. Whatever color you want to do, because you're going to have red, green, and clear. I do have it, Deb. I do have one of those. And it works great when you're working with a whole lot of them at one time. But like this kit doesn't have any except for the stars. So they're not that bad. Okay. I'm just from the old school and I've always done it that way. And that's the way I was taught or taught myself. And then that's the way I've always done it. So I just do it with my pliers. But I do have one of those rings. Anyway, okay, so here's our little bauble. So there again, I'm going to put it kind of on my finger. And I take my thumb and I'm pushing it down at the same time. You can see I'm pushing it down. Because I want those beads to be far down enough so I know exactly how far to go up here and cut. Then I can let it go. And you just be careful because this will fly. And it went over there somewhere. Okay, so now I have this. I had a seed bead on there. I done lost it. There we go. Let me put a seed bead back on there. All right. So now, where's my pliers? Here they are. Okay. So we're going to get back up here again. Now, don't put your pliers at the end of the wire because, like I said, we got to have the loop big enough to go over this star, and it's kind of thick. So I'm going to go up because the further up these round nose pliers that you go, the bigger your loop's going to be, right? So I'm going about right in there. And like I said, these are stiffer and thicker gauge than the little bitty tiny ones. So you kind of have to get a good grip and just turn. Okay, so see, I've got a nice good loop there. And then I'm going to mash it together so it's not, not come open or anything's going to come off. All right, so now we got that one. And now we're going to make the tiny one. Okay, I am so confused here. Hold on a minute. Use that one. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me grab something. So now I gotta go put one of these in every one of them. Hold on. I don't have plenty. Okay. So now I'm gonna get to go put one of these in every one of them. Because it needs 3 and not 2. Okay. Yay, Marsha. Okay. So now we're gonna take pin number 3. You're gonna have 3 in your kit. Because now I'm going to, let me see how many this kit has. 1, 2, yes. Okay, so I get to go put one in each one. Okay, but it's fine. All right, so now we made this one. And now we're going to make this one. So, big pin again. And I'm going to go to seed bead. Whatever color you want to do. Because it's green, I want to do red. So you got this big red Christmas ball, it looks like. So there's that. And we got this shiny little spacer again. The little rhinestone. They got little rhinestones in them. Spacer. And then another seed bead. Like that. Now you could add more. If you so wanted to. Let's see, that bow's going to go there. You could add more. Why in the world? Okay, so you got why do you got 2 cat eyes? I put 2 cat eyes in here. I'm trying to figure out This one doesn't have a cat eye. So why did I put you cat eyes in there? Maybe I swapped these out for the cat eyes. Maybe that's what I did. I don't know. Anyway, let's add another one just because. Because I have extra left. Yeah, because this is going here. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Let's add this one just because we're with metallic. I'm getting myself confused and then trying to get myself unconfused. So you can add your little extras if you want to, okay? So same thing. I'm going to hold this on my finger and I'm going to push down at the same time so I'll know where to cut it. And I'm going to cut it about, you want to cut it longer than you need, really. So if you cut it a little long, it's okay. You just keep curling up your wire. And then that goes a-flying. So see, I have about that much, okay? And then you're going to get your pliers. Yeah, there is an auto loop tool. And that tool is like $25. I'm not even kidding. For that one-step looper tool. And it's unless you're going to do a lot of stuff. Okay, that went up on itself. So then, you can just do it the good old-fashioned way. And I like to do this because I've got a loop and a half. So nothing's going to slip out of this. Okay? So I like to do it that way. But yeah, that tool is pretty nice. Okay. So now, we got our baubles. Got this. Oh, we got to make this one. So here's those two we just did. So now we need to make this one. So let's grab another one of the baby ones. Yeah, this one's the baby one. And we're going to put 2 seed beads. Let's do this. Let's change. I want to do red. And then you can do green. So you can configure these however you want to do it. It's totally up to you. And then you got to find the tiniest red bow in the world. It has a little bitty hole. But look, it's so little. But it's so cute at the same time. And then we're going to put a green. And I'll put a little clear. Let's find one that I like. They're all weird shaped sometimes. Okay. So now I'm doing that. So now I don't have a lot to curl, but I got enough. See, you just curl it over and let it meet itself like that. So see? And I like to play with it just to make sure it's good and closed. Like that. Okay? Ah, what happened? Wait. Uh-oh. I done broke one of my seed beads. Hold on. Got a seed bead emergency. Because the seed beads are glass. So you have to, it could have already been cracked. So now I've got that. And I don't really want to take it back off. So let's put a red one at the top. Well, you know what? That'd be a good thing to show y'all because you've got more than you need. So if that was to happen and you didn't want to straighten this back out, then you just take this off, set that one to the side, grab a brand new one, and start over. All right, so there's that. So now y'all know what to do if that happens. Dixie, I know. Earrings are fun too. I need to show y'all how to do that, which this is an earring, okay? If you look at this, you got your little pin, you got your ball, got your beads you put on there like this. And I'm going to add a clear one this time, and then let's put a red one. Or you could leave that one off so you have a longer. Okay, so we redid it. But this could be an earring. Just totally like what I just did. Like, you just make your little loop like that. And like I said, you just want to make sure that it's closed like that. And then all you would have to do is put you on some jump rings, put you an earring hook, and voila, you got earrings. Same thing. Now y'all got me wanting to make earring kits. Because these bows are so cute. Okay. All right, so now we have our other little bauble. So yeah, that bead broke smooth in half. Because they're glass. But anyway. All right, so now we've got to find our other split ring right here. And we got to put this together. So here's our split ring. Okay. You would love to know how to make earrings. Well, I can do that. I love making earrings. They're easy. I mean, this is easy too. It's just steps. That's the thing, y'all. You look at this whole thing, you're like, oh, there's no way I could do that. Yeah, you can. Are you going to have more of the kits available? Are they sold out? I gotta go see. There ain't no way. No way. I mean, I'll be blessed if they are, but let me see. Let me see. Oh, no, they're not. They are not sold out. They're still there. I'm refreshing it. Yep, they're still there. So you can comment shop, and they're in the Christmas section, and they're in the miscellaneous. So they're in both. Okay. Of the first kit, oh, Jeannie, I'm sorry. No, because, like, once this sells out, like, I won't make any more. Because, number one, I don't know how many to make, right? So, and, like, how popular it's going to be or how, I don't know, you know, like, the first one I did, I really didn't know how I was going to be, you know, if y'all were going to like it or if people were going to be interested in doing it. So, it's kind of like that. And so, then, it sold really well. And I made 70 of those kits. And so this time there's 100 of these. So it's like, you know, you got to think I've got to have 100 of these, 600 of those because there's 6 of these, right? And so you got to figure I have to calculate, okay, I got to have this many of this many of that, this many of that. So yeah. So I really like to have a set number of how many I'm going to do just because it gets, you know, I don't want it sitting on my shelf after, you know what I mean? If that makes any kind of sense. Let me get back to my phone over here where I was live. Okay. So, all right. So with these, it's like I have to order so many of these pieces. Like with my laser, I can cut unlimited amount of kits, right? So it's kind of different. I have to order this and know how many I'm going to make when I need, you know, 600 of these, you know, 100 of these, 100 of those, that kind of thing. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're going to take our first star, and I opened it up, and then I'm going to put my split ring, your third split ring, okay? So then our first little bauble is going to go on this one, okay? And then we're going to put the next star on there. So that's the only star you don't have to open, okay? So we're going to close it back up. You know, push and pull, not pull apart. Push one way and push with your left and pull with your right. And you're going to get it kind of together just so that ring doesn't slip off. All right, or your other star doesn't slip off. So now we have this. Like that. Okay. So now we're going to take this and let's see, then the little one is going to go on it, or you can configure them how you want to. Well, I lied. You do have to open this one. Everyone loves or wants your new kits just because. Oh, yay, Dixie. I'm glad you like it. Okay. So there is, open that one. I told y'all you didn't have to, but you do. And I'm putting on my little bauble. So you see what I'm saying when I say that you be sure to make that loop, because this star is thick, okay? That's why you have extra pins. All right. So now that goes on there. Push me, pull you. Okay. So there's that. And then we're going to put our other star on, the last star. And then I'm going to close it back. like that. I kind of push together, and then I'm kind of pulling, you know, doing that. All right, so now here's our star, our last bubble. And we're going to get our pliers, and this one's not all the way together, but that's okay, I'll fix it. I'm going to put this on, just like that. And then we're going to close it up. And I'm pushing them together and up and trying to push and pull, if that makes any sense. Pushing them together meaning this way at the same time. So it'll close all the way back up. There we go. Oh, yay, Marsha, you need to post them in the group. I know they're so cute. Okay. So now we have this. I'm trying to get this on the other side. Hold on. Now, there we go. That's on one side, this is on the other, and that's on there. Now, we got to get them all on here. So, go back over there to your side. All right, so you've got this ring, right? So we got these big pearls. So we have 2 of the big hole pearls. Kim, after this kit sells, when it sells out, there won't be any more, but there'll be more kits coming, different kits, yes. And just one is just as cute as the next, I promise. Okay. I have fun sitting down making up these kits. Okay, so we have our 3 things. So we got this. So let's put, this is how we're going to do it. You're going to take your ring and you're going to put one of your star pieces on. If it's going to act right. There we go. Put your star on like that. And then you're going to put a pearl on. That kind of spaces them out so they're not hanging right on top of each other. Mandy, don't make me laugh. And then you're going to take your the middle one, and you're going to open that up and slide it on. And then you're going to take this pearl, and you're going to put it on. Because, see, that holds them apart. You know, that's what those are. And then you're going to take your last star and you're going to slide it on. And you are D-O-N-E done. Look how dang cute this is. Oh, yes. Cheryl, those stars are very, very strong. Like, they are thick. Yeah. I mean, I can't. If I have to try to open it with my fingers, they're really stout. I promise. They're very thick. But yeah. But there it is. Look how stinking adorable it is. Now I have 2. Yes. The next one is Christmas too. And the next one that's coming, I have a lot more than that of this one, next one coming. Yeah, these stars are very, very stout. Because you think your average jump ring, okay, I got this over here because I had to move it all off my beadboard from the last time. This is just a standard little jump ring, okay? And I'm going to show you how thick it is compared to the star. They are very thick. So, yeah. Yes, they are strong. Even if I made a chain out of jump rings, which you can do, just loop a whole bunch together, it would be very strong. Isn't it cute? But so what's going to happen is, like, one of these is going to go over here like this, and you're going to have 2 together, and you just slide it back over there. No big deal. But look how dang adorable this is, y'all. I can't. See, that one flipped over there, so I just slide it back. But that holds them to where they hang kind of separated. Because you got these pearls on here, the big hole beads. Yeah. Aren't they cute? So see, if you can do this and put this is a bracelet. You would just do this on both ends. Nothing to it. But look how adorable this is. I can't. So yeah, so get them while you can, because after this one sells out, you won't be able to, I taped this fabric down so it wouldn't go anywhere, and I'm pulling it toward me. But look how cute. It looks just cute. It's just different. And I just like different stuff. And this is all the rage right now are bag charms. And people, people sell these anywhere up to $65, $85, depending on what's on it. Because, you've got all these little parts and pieces and balls and whatevers. So, yeah. So, this is how it comes. And you might have, in your kit, these are cat eyes. So, you might have a cat eye in place of the sparkly ones. But I'm going to go and throw some sparkly ones in there, too. Because then you'll have extra. Chainmail with jump rings. Yes, chainmail is, I've seen it. I didn't dare try to ever try chainmail, but chainmail is neat. If you don't know what chainmail is, look up chainmail, and yeah, it's jump rings and you connect them all together. That's exactly what a shark-proof suit is made of, is chainmail. Yeah. But people make jewelry and stuff. It's called chainmail. It's not chain letters, but it's chainmail. I ain't telling you, Donna, but it's something that probably most everybody likes. The theme of it. So like this one's Santa. The last one we did was just the little charms, and it had the snowman, the reindeer, the Santa, and a tree, and something else on it. It was I don't even know where my other one is. I have two. I sold one. Yeah, they can hang from like your purse. You could put this on the little, like if your purse has like a little metal loop on your strap where it hooks to the purse, you could put this on it. You could hang this from your rear view mirror somehow kind of way. You could do whatever you wanted to with it. Just whatever. But people are putting them on bog bags. They do all kinds of things with them. Go to Pinterest and look up bag charms, and you'll be like, oh my word. Yeah. Lisa, I'm trying to come up with one now with angels, because I know everybody loves angels, and I do too. You could hang it from your rear view mirror, and I want to incorporate it with my laser cutouts too, beads and stuff. Yeah, you can hook this to anything. It's just like a little carabiner, or hook it to a bigger hook and then hook it on. Gingerbread man. I'm not saying nothing. But anyway, these are so fun. Now I have two. I may have to take one apart and and make another kit if I have to. Yeah, you could clip to your badge holder. You could do whatever you wanted to with it. Hang it from your car air vent. It'd be cute. People do a drinking. Yeah, y'all know people, the big cups. Let me show you. Let me raise my phone up so y'all can see. So, like, people take these cups and they put beads right here. They have loops that go on the straws, and the beads hang off. Look, see where I dropped it and cracked my lid. But they have a loop that goes here, and people hang beads off the straw. I mean, it's way out of control. Something Christmas is all she is going to say. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say is this something Christmas that y'all like. Yeah, you can hang it from a zipper on a bag, a backpack, anything. Yes, and it would be a great thing for you to sit around the table. Hang on. Flip to the other side. You know, with a couple of girlfriends and do, or, you know, Thanksgiving. After everybody eats Thanksgiving, y'all can sit down and make these. It's super fun. And I've already curated everything for you. So you don't, you know, because if you go to Amazon and you buy, you're probably not going to be able to find all of this. And you're going to have to buy 20 of these, you know, 200 of these, and then, you know, 600 of these, and then the seed beads, and then these, and then if you can find it all, and here it all is curated for you. And you have enough, and you have a little bit more. Like I said, look at what I have left. I have all of this left. So you could just save your little bits and baubles and put them back in the bag. And I mean, you could sit here and make you some earrings, whatever you want to do with all of it. But, yeah. And if you have extra from the last kit, here's where mine ended up. Because I literally took them off this board a few minutes ago and set them in this paint palette. So see, you had all this, and then you had all that. Then you would have, you'd have stuff to make whatever with. The extras. So anyway, because I always give you a little extra, because, you know, I know how it is and stuff rolls off the table and whatever. From my bead guy. I don't know what you're talking about. An angel. Yeah, I have to come up with an angel one. I've got something in mind I'm working on, but I just got to get all the parts and pieces. But I have some winter ones coming. I have some snowman ones coming. That's all I'll say. The one next week's not snowman though. But I've already went as far as into Valentine's Day and spring. So yes, I have lots of bead soup. Lots of kits coming because I love them. I think they're cool. But look at that cat eye. See it? It looks so neat. But I mean, I definitely could do earrings. I could do several earrings kits. I could do all kinds of stuff if y'all want to do earrings. Because earrings are fun. They are really fun. Yeah, Judy, and you're not going to be able to buy 6 of these. Some of it in Hobby Lobby, they have seed beads. They have pins, but you have to buy them, 20 or 100 at a time. And, it's fun. What will it be Thursdays? Sometimes it's Monday, sometimes it's Thursdays. Whatever day, I just kind of like Monday, I really wanted to do that snowman. And I did that snowman. And then did y'all see my video I put up today of where to find the cardinals in Hobby Lobby and Michael's? I did both stores today. Lori, so my bead board, I cut it. It's 2 pieces. So see, just like any of my other kits, it's 2 pieces. I took the squares like this and I set it on my felt and I drew a permanent marker and then I cut them out. I glued my bead board together. And then I took tacky glue and put it on the back of my felt and then just pressed it into the squares. I did a trial run first to make sure that they would fit. Then I put the tacky glue and then I put it in here and there it is. It's just, you can do it without the felt. I just like it, and that's why I have fabric on my table, because the beads they don't go rolling all over the table and it kind of stops. Yeah, you would love earrings. Okay, we need to do earrings, but they're fun. Oh, Christy, I know. I used to do bead business, and I made glass bead bracelets with charms, and it's just a lot of fun, and all the things that you can configure together. And I sit down and I say, okay, this is going to be my center bead, and then it's like, what else do I need? I'm like, oh, definitely got to have peppermint. Definitely got to have a tree, little bows, and it just gets fun. Yeah, so I just glued felt in it. But you could paint it. I didn't paint mine. I just kind of, it was only going to be for me to start with. And I think, was it Dorothy that said, oh, you need to sell those because people are going to want those. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right once they see it. So that's where it came from. Yes, Monica. It's so fun to make earrings, just out of little things. And y'all know I can cut acrylic, and I have cut acrylic and cut the little Debbie trees and all that stuff. So, yeah. Do you still make the stands for the gumball machine? Yes, Lori. I don't know if they're in my shop. It's been so long ago. Talking about the glass canister gumball machines. But, yeah, making jewelry and just making stuff is fun like this. Because there's, like I said, there's so many colors and pieces and parts, and you can get into all the stuff. Where do I get these beads? I have a personal shopper in China that I stay up in the middle of the night and have to shop with. On some nights, I have to get on and say, yeah, I want those. No, I don't. That kind of thing. So, yeah. But they all come. That's where they come from, like everything else. Okay, Jane, where do you get felt with adhesive backing? At Hobby Lobby? I just put tacky glue down and brushed it on the wood, and then I put my felt in there. But you don't have to do felt. I did, just because it just keeps them from, doing all this crazy business. Dorothy is on the ball, y'all. Y'all just don't even know. Dorothy's on the ball, man. I'll find something that she did, like counted something and put a sticker on it, how many it was, and I'm like, look at her. She already knows. Okay, Lori, I can put them back on there. I just don't have them in there no more because, I kind of thought people were not doing it anymore, but I can put them back in there. At some point, I will. I'll go do that here in just a minute. Mandy, put it in your next box. One of these. Just put it on your bill. Geraldine, if you comment the word shop here in the comments, just type shop. It's going to send a link to your messenger. My little bot is going to send a link to your messenger, and the link is going to be to my shop. And this kit is in the Christmas and in the miscellaneous section, so either one. Yeah, Dorothy's the best. She is. A bead tray. And I have a super big one. But the big one, and I cut it this size because it fits in one of my little, I have a little Rubbermaid container that's got like 3 levels that clip together. And this fits perfectly inside that container. That's how it got to be this size. But yeah. Because it is small. I mean, y'all see how big it is. But it fits in that container. That's why it's this size. It has a purpose behind why. Fusible felt. Yeah, I didn't know they had. I guess they would have self-adhesive. I don't know. So anyway. But y'all look at what I did. I glittered these today. Look. Ooh. I need to show y'all that too. People keep asking me. About this. I got this glitter today at Michael's. It's so pretty. But, look. I got to seal these. That's why they're sitting over here. Isn't that pretty? See this one. I did all these last night. This one. Look. Christy, I'll have to, I know I don't have any peppermint beads, but now you got to understand the holes are really small. So you would have to put them on a string. For sure. I know I don't have any more of these because I used every one that I had. Because see, I had to have, there's 2 on every one and I did 100. There's 200 of those I had to have. Y'all want to see my tree? Okay, this is where my tree looks like right now. The dotted tree I did. This is where it's at right now. And I did these, and then I went back and put the red dot in the center. But I did this. So I have a video of the top dots, and then I have a video of the red, I think. But yeah, this is what my tree looks like right now. The board is from Hobby Lobby. So now it just needs to be sealed. So there's the back. Mine had several of them today, and I got 3 because I wanted to hit the phone. I wanted to do a couple more. So this is the kind of stuff I like to do at night. Isn't that pretty? It's going to look so much better when I seal it. You love the tree? And look at this. I did this last night too. I did 1, 2, 3 ornaments. And I did this. Isn't this cute? I'm going to put some like, I don't know, ribbon or something through there. But there's that. Told y'all I was obsessed with this color palette. It's like Michael's Christmas, pink Christmas color palette. And I'm obsessed. And I did this one. With the little snow guys. Yay. I love this, y'all. I'm telling you. And I'm so proud of my little people that in my group. Because they make stuff and they sell stuff. And it's just so much fun. Hey, if you're in my dotting class and you hadn't seen the group lately, I did the Elfster thing. So y'all can go look at that if you haven't seen it. I did it today. Lisa, I do sleep. But what the thing of it is with me is like, as long as my mind's busy, my hands are busy, it doesn't leave room for any negative thoughts or, you know, stuff like that to creep in. And so I stay busy all the time, and I love it. I've got to be doing something with my hands. Like, I'm going to be doing this. I can sit on the couch and sort beads. I do all this stuff. Not much. I do sleep. I just wish there was a way I didn't have to sleep and I could have more time to get stuff done, because I love to, you know, I love to just do. I don't ever sit. I know, Darian, aren't they amazing? And those people were just like me, never dotted a thing, and now they're selling their stuff, and it's amazing. Hey, Tammy. It really is amazing, and it just about makes me tear up, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so dang proud of them. Because we all started, I mean, I didn't start off looking like this. Oh, wow, Cindy, awesome. Yay, Tammy, yes. I signed up. Anyway, so pretty. But the glittering, I need to just show y'all how to glitter, because people ask. But I haven't made as many ornaments this year, because, you know, I'm all up into other stuff too. But I still do them. Give them to the neighbors. I've sold them last year. It's so fun. It's just fun. I mean, this is my zen, and it's what I like to do. If I can find something to dot on, I'm gonna dot on it. We call it stinking thinking. Yeah, I call it something else, but I can't say it on here. I call it the itty bitty committee. It rhymes with all that. The itty bitty poo poo committee. Yes, I would love to pour this with resin, like fill this whole thing with resin, but I'm allergic to resin. I did not, Donna. I'm self-taught. I just saw people that were doing it, and at the time when I learned, there was not tools, there was nothing to do it with, and I saw it, loved it, and I started doing it, just teaching myself. Put the glitter in them. Is that a spoon rest? No, it's just like a little bitty cutting board. I got these at Aldi years ago. They came in like a little pack, but it's like a little bitty cutting board. And I was like, oh, I'm going to dot this. It's round. Yeah, I'm just self-taught. You dot on the lids. Yes, I mean, I look for everything to dot on. If you can dot on it. I have beads that I dot on. Have you posted the colors on the other wood thing? The tree? All right, this color palette is in the group. This is dragon fruit. These are actually a little bit different because I didn't have all the colors in the house, and I just used what I had. But yeah, I could get Cindy to do it. But I'm definitely going to seal it. Or Jane said she could do it for me when she came. But oh, the glitter in the ornaments. Is that what you're talking about? So yeah, so you put your Duraclear in here. I just need to do it on live so y'all can see. But you do your Duraclear or either your polyacrylic, whichever one, and you get your ornament. They start off clear, and you pour some of this in here. And then you do this until you get the whole inside coated. And then I put them in like a little solo cup and let them drain for a while. And then I pour the glitter in, and then you just kind of roll it all around again and get it all coated with glitter and pour your glitter out. What about the stuff Julie used? It turns white. Yeah, it didn't bother me, but it turns like this. Here's actually the Santa, but it's white. I wish it was clear, but no, it didn't bother me at all. Not like the other resin does. It must have a different chemical or something. But yeah, I even have done some on my own with that white, and it's fine. But it doesn't bother me like the clear resin. Yeah. dotting ornaments right now. Melinda, you go ahead with yourself, dotting ornaments. They make good gifts and stuff. It's just fun. And it's something handmade and something that you did. Nobody else's is going to look like yours. So pretty. Look at this. This glitter's from Hobby Lobby. It's pretty. Pretty, pretty. And this is gold. Then there's a whole nother rabbit hole to go down with the glitter. Because, you know, they have boutique glitter. Hey, Susan. Look what we made, Susan. I just made this. And the kit is in my shop. And you can comment shop. And you can purchase a kit if they're still there. They have that brand in clear. Oh, they do? Oh, I wonder if it would bother me. I don't know. I have to just, I guess, try it and see, like I did with her. But anyhow, so I am going to hop off. I did this, Roberta. We made this kit. I sell the kit that looks like this, and then there's a little bag of wire. And I just put all of this together. Wow, Judy, an hour? I painted and decorated wood trees and set through 3. Oh, I gotta see that. Oh, she did her IOD Santa with hot glue. Oh, I bet that looks cool. Donna, I do offer the dotting class. I have a membership, but you really need to take the workshop or, you know, the basics first. You're welcome, Nina. And then like the membership that I have every month, we do stuff like this. So it's like we don't do the basics because everybody in there knows how to do the basics. But I'm trying to come up with something that I can do, like where I'm not teaching the workshop. You can watch videos on me doing it. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. And then you can get into the membership anytime. I don't know. So, y'all. I need to go. Y'all talking about sleep. Now I'm yawning. Do I ever sleep? Thank you, Jane. Jane can resonate when she comes. She can do it. She's coming to Cindy's live event, and me and Dorothy are already saying we're gonna go out to supper and stuff. So I'll make Jane do it, or I'll make Dorothy do it. Need Dorothy to resonate, but I really think I'm just gonna seal it. But anyway, all right. You too, Susan. Thank you, Tanja. And even if y'all didn't purchase a kit, you hung out with me and you could learn something. If you want to do this, or you do this currently and you might learn the way that I do it, and this might be different than the way you do it, because everybody does something different. So yeah, I will start shipping them out tomorrow. So yeah, once they're sold out, guys, this one will not be back. Because like I said, I buy the stuff to do, to do this kit and not extra, really. You're falling asleep listening, man. You better wake up. Yes. Okay, Donna. I will. And I'll post a lot about it whenever I do it again. Susan, we did this right here. And this kit's available in my shop. The clips on the chain. This thing, I get it from my shopper in China. The carabiner, it comes in strawberry shapes and flower shapes and all colors, and I can get this in all kinds of shapes. It's crazy. A purse, you can hang this for a purse or a bog bag or a zipper pull on a bag. Yep. Yes, Jeannie, they are on Kajabi. Yes, all my old ones. If you're still a member, they are. Yeah. Yay! Yes, your granddaughters would love something like this, because this is like the big rage right now. Yes, so Karen, I mean, you can always learn something from somebody, because everybody's not, everybody does stuff different. So, yep, it's just neat to see other people do stuff and how they do it. And you might be like, oh, that's a shortcut. I didn't need to know about it. Mandy, you're so funny. So anyway, so guys, I'm going to hop off. Thank y'all for watching, hanging out. I love to just hang out and do it. And I love to show y'all new things. And this is like part of me that I used to do a long time ago. And I'm getting back into it and I love doing it. And I just like to teach y'all and show y'all. And then you have this kit that's everything's curated for you. So anyway, so I will see y'all. Let's see. I might come live tomorrow night. We'll see. I might come live. I don't know. Yes, the straw on your cup. They put them on everything. On the Stanley cups, everything. So anyway, so I love y'all, and I will see y'all. Somebody I get to see this weekend. I think it's my dot class. I'm not really sure. I got to look at my schedule. So anyway, love y'all, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, guys.